Question number 12, Darroch Ball.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker.
Tēnā koe.
To the Minister of Social Development, does she stand by all her statements?
The Honourable Tolley.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. Yes, with the exception of one answer to a supplementary question asked by that member on Thursday the 23rd of July, which I corrected in the House yesterday.
True.
Supplementary question, Darroch Ball.
When she stated in the House yesterday, quote, I was making the point in the interview that I would be open to the private sector delivering some social services if it can be shown it delivers better results, end quote. Was she including Serco as a possible private provider in that statement?
The Honourable Tolley.
When I made that statement in the House yesterday, Mr Speaker, I was making the point that this government is open to working with a whole range of people if they are going to get better results for New Zealanders. In the interview, the interviewer raised with me Serco, who are a private provider. But I repeat again, I have had no conversations with Serco.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Darroch Ball.
In light of that answer, given Serco's...
Order.
I heard enough.
Order.
I heard enough to say.
Order. 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 Now, I don't want a dejection coming from my right-hand side, and would the member simply rise and ask a supplementary question?
Supplementary.
Supplementary question.
In light of that answer, given Serco's poor international record and the current corrections debacle, will she give her 100% guarantee that Serco will not be part of her privatisation plans for New Zealand social services? If not, why not?
The Honourable Tolley, either of those supplementary questions.
I have no plans to privatise social services in New Zealand.
Supplementary question, Darroch Ball.
Then, is it not true that with her dealings in the privatisation of corrections, and specifically with Serco in the past, that it was her intention from the start to have Serco run child protection services in New Zealand? If not, what other companies has she actually spoken to in regards to her planned child protection contracts?
The Honourable Tolley, either of those two supplementary questions.
I repeat, I have not spoken to any private providers about child protection services, providing child protection services. What I repeat in this House is that this government is determined to get services for vulnerable children and families that actually work and change their lives. Unlike that member, we are focused on results, and whoever can deliver the results, those are the people that we're willing to deal with.
Order. Supplementary question.
Supplementary to the Minister. When the Minister said yesterday regarding the possibility of offering Serco a social services contract, quote, I think with any of them, actually the quality of the contract is the really important thing, unquote. Was she saying that the track record of an organisation is irrelevant?
The Honourable Tolley.
I didn't make that statement in the House. I actually made that when I was asked a question outside the House. And the quality of the contract actually is absolutely important. That, and in the sense of the fact that it has to be focused on delivery of results. For the providers, it has to give long-term guarantees that if they meet those criteria, they will continue to get the contract, and that's of huge import to our NGOs for professional development of their staff. And of course, if things go wrong, then the government who is paying the bill needs to be able to get in to see exactly how many clients that organisation is working with, and how that organisation is working on the ground with those clients.
Order.
All of those things.
Order. The answer's going on for most too long.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Jan.
Apart from the length of that...
Order, just raise the point of order.
I listened very carefully and didn't hear an answer about track record.
Order. I listened to the answer as well, and it addressed the question that was asked. Further supplementaries? Supplementary question, Jan Logie.
Why hasn't she ruled out contracting Serco, to provide social services for New Zealand children. Considering their overseas track record of significant contract failure, falsification of hundreds of health records, the sexual abuse of women by guards in their UK prisons,
Order, bring the question
and
to a
putting
conclusion.
children in cages in Australia.
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, I repeat, I have had no discussions with Serco about providing services in the social sector.
Supplementary question, Jan Logie.
Will the Minister now rule out offering Serco any social service contract?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, should this government decide to go out to the market with services that it wants provided to make a difference in the lives of vulnerable children and New Zealanders, we will examine very carefully all the offers we get, and we will be focused on getting results for those families.
Of order, Mr. Speaker. I seek leave to table
This is a point of order. You're seeking leave
to table a photo of children held in detention by Serco.
Order. That's attempting to make a political border. It's not about informing members. That concludes questions for oral answer. I have received a letter from Mahish Bindra seeking to debate